What does a popular Christmas song about peace on earth have to do with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the deadliest conflict in American history? Henry Wadsworth Longfellow had it all: a promising writing career, a beloved wife, and 5 adoring children. But everything changed on a summer day in July of 1861 when the author's beloved wife, Fanny, died after her dress caught fire by the blowing flame of a candle. Longfellow was devastated by the loss, and when Christmas arrived that year, he wrote in his journal how inexpressibly sad are all holidays. It seemed the next year was equally disheartening, for in his Christmas Day journal entry, Longfellow wrote, "A Merry Christmas, say the children, but that is no more for me." The author was certainly not alone in his brokenness. The nation was being torn at the seams by the Civil War, and it seemed tragedy visited many families during that dark time. The war would touch the Longfellow household as well, when the family received news that oldest son Charles had been shot in the shoulder on November 27, 1863, during the Mine Run campaign. The boy lived, but his injuries caused great distress, so much so that Henry did not even record a journal entry that Christmas. It wasn't until the following year that Henry found the courage to pour out his soul on paper. The result was a poem titled Christmas Bells. I heard the bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and wild and sweet the words repeat of peace on earth, goodwill to men. And thought how, as the day had come, the belfries of all Christendom had rolled along the unbroken song of peace on earth, goodwill to men, till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolved from night to day, a voice, a chime, a chant sublime of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Sound familiar so far? We know these stanzas today as the lyrics to the song I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. It was first set to music by British organist John Baptiste Calkin and then by American Johnny Marks, who also composed the music to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But what few people know is that Longfellow wrote the poem Christmas Bells about the American Civil War, as the next 2 verses reveal. Then from each black accursed mouth the cannon thundered in the south, and with the sound the carols drowned of peace on earth, goodwill to men. It was as if an earthquake rent the hearthstones of a continent, and made forlorn the households born of peace on earth, goodwill to men. The rest of the poem answers the question of whether peace on earth can be found in a time of war and suffering. And in despair I bowed my head. There is no peace on earth, I said, for hate is strong and mocks the song of peace on earth, goodwill to men. Then pealed the bells more loud and deep. God is not dead, nor doth he sleep. The wrong shall fail, the right prevail, with peace on earth, goodwill to men. At last, on Christmas Day, 1864, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow had found peace, both for his grieving heart and for an embattled nation. As you reflect on the blessings of this season, may you too find peace on Christmas Day and all year through.